In the dull and the darkness of our universe, there are millions of peculiar galaxies. I'm here to showcase 4 of the most absurd galaxies that I found very interesting. Let's get started. Made up of hot young blue stars orbiting around a nucleus of yellow stars is the number 1 object, Hoag's object. Named after its discoverer, Arthur Hoag's, seen in the Serpent's constellation, it is actually 600 million light years away in the Coma cluster. Its diameter is about 100,000 light years, which makes it slightly bigger than our own Milky Way. Considering its rarity, we don't really consider it to be found again, but we can see a similar object just between its rings in the far distance. Collisions between two megastructures was one of the most recurring events in the early universe. ARP 147 or IC 298 is the perfect example of my saying. Located about 440 million light years away, it can be obviously said that it is not a normal galaxy. The collision of the two elliptical galaxies are estimated to have happened 40 million years ago. The reddish part that you see in the ring is actually assumed to be the old nucleus of the galaxy before it collided. The effect of tidal forces can be clearly seen causing a ripple or a shock wave in this elliptical galaxy. Coming in at number 3 is ARP 77 or NGC 1097. This is a pretty innocent looking galaxy, but it is a galaxy with a smaller galaxy tucked inside it. In the image taken by the Hubble telescope, it is actually cut out in the frame, but in ESO's VLT, which is Very Large Telescope, has it in frame. The smaller galaxy is actually in orbit around the bigger galaxy. At first glance, it looks like a huge eye in the middle of nowhere. But when we zoom in, we see that the ring has high star-forming regions. Different wavelengths show that dust is getting sucked into the nucleus. But the question arises that it is not a peculiar galaxy. But the scary part is when we zoom out of the galaxy. We see 4 jets emanating from the core in an X shape. Due to the lack of hydrogen in these jets, scientists believe that these are the remains of a smaller galaxy which was cannibalized by this galaxy. For the last one, I kept a cute and a serene looking one. ARP 142 looks like a penguin with an egg, but in reality, the bigger spiral galaxy has taken a beating from this merger. The longest section that you see on your screen is where an arm has been ripped away from the elliptical galaxy. The blue region indicates that there are starburst formations in the galaxy. Unlike the other galaxies in the list, this is a relatively closer galaxy located about 350 million light years away. These are some of the objects and some events, frankly, that really makes us question that are we really living in a completely perfect universe? This says no. Kinda makes us curious, and that's why, as always, thanks for watching.